Morning. It's now 4:57 a.m. on March 21st, 2018. I have a challenge I put on Facebook earlier tonight that a lot of people, very few people are commenting, but I'm going to put it on here and I just want to see what people say. I want to see if people have the intelligence about firearms to discuss them. Because the fact of the matter is, we've had pictures on Facebook of people literally holding clips to revolvers. So, Facebook warriors, it's time for us to weed out the people that are not smart enough to have this conversation, in my opinion. You can't sit there and not own a firearm, or never fired a firearm, or never been around a firearm to discuss a firearm, in my opinion. Just like, in my opinion, as a CDL driver, it's messed up that people have never held a CDL make up rules about CDL driving. It's ridiculous. It's ludicrous. How can you never be in an industry and say you understand that industry? You can't. So, my challenge this evening is this firearm. Is it a real firearm or is it a fake? You tell me. It's up to you guys to figure it out. Is this, as one of my friends said in Facebook, a replica, or is this a genuine firearm? I'll show it to you again. I mean, I know the hammer's broke. That happened. It needs to go in for repair. But you'll see the clip releases and it goes back in. So is this a genuine firearm? I want to see what people say. And probably within a week or two, I will put an update about what it is. So this challenge goes out to anybody that can answer the question. And I hope people are intelligent enough to come out with the proper answer. Because if you're not, I don't know. If you're not and you're having a conversation about it on Facebook and I find you have a conversation, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to post another video and I'm going to list the people that got it right. And I'm going to list the people that got it wrong. And I'm going to say to the ones that get it wrong, either you did or didn't identify a real or fake weapon as what it really is, but you want to have a conversation about it. It's just like the biggest thing about it, oh, we're not coming for your guns. Well, guess what? There's 2 or 3 states that, from the shooting in Broward, that are literally trying to come for the guns. That are literally telling people, turn in your weapons. That's confiscation, friends. That is. You see, you put us all as gun-toting violent people. I'm not being violent. I'm sitting here, want to have a conversation with you guys, but I'm challenging you mentally. Let's see if you have the mental capacity to have the verbal argument. Because you know what? Weapons like this are for defense and for hunting. Because you talk to a lot of hunters. They carry out pistols with their rifles for close-in support. Because sometimes we shoot an animal, it's not dead when we get to it and we don't realize it. And it's a lot easier to pull this than it is to pull your rifle up at close range. So a lot of hunters pack a pistol on the side, on top of their long gun. And since we're on this conversation of firearms, yesterday, we had a shooting in Maryland. Child used a Glock to fire on and almost killed 2 other children. He wounded them. The resource officer responded and basically eliminated the threat. The pistol that the kid had, you can't buy till you're 21. He's 17. So, to my opinion, there goes your age argument. Underage people won't get these guns. How they say underage people can't get alcohol because it's law. You're 21. No. How often it costs underage drinking. I mean, come on. And the other thing is, they said don't fire as fast as an AR-15. A semi-automatic AR-15 is you gotta pull the trigger for each round. Just like this pistol, you had to pull the trigger for each round. So if he would have pulled that trigger faster, he would have unloaded. Yes, he couldn't have had 17 rounds in the chamber. I give you that. But he could have had 9. Close to 10. And they do sell extended clips for that gun. So he could have got pretty damn close. I think what it was he snapped. Or there's a love triangle. There's not enough information out. Because it's kind of weird to me how he targeted a female conversation. You know, a female and a male. Was this female somebody turned him down at one point? I don't know. I'll be straight up, I don't know. But I want to find the backstory on it. I want to find out more about the backstory before I go into... See, I'm not going to be one of these idiots and put stuff out there. I'm going to research it. I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. But this is what we need. You want to do the gun reform smart? Don't take a weapon based on how it looks. Don't take a weapon saying it's semi-automatic assault rifle, when a gun like this can fire at the same rate. But you're not taking that. You're being stupid. The only difference between the AR-15 and the gun I had right there in front of you, if it's real, you gotta ask yourself that. I'm still challenging that. Is the AR-15 has a further range and a higher velocity and grain percentages and stuff like this. And that's the thing. They have a higher. And the other thing is, everyone says AR-15 is the M4 is the military variant. The M4 fires full auto. AR-15 is semi-auto. You cannot make an M4 sit there, an AR-15 be, civilian version of AR-15. You can't take it and make it full auto unless you do something illegal, okay? Which obviously, if a criminal's planning on doing something illegal, he don't care about the law. He don't care about the cops. He don't care about anything. So, let's take that into account. One last thing I want to say is the officer that had to fire and kill that kid today, great job. I feel sorry because I know that firing on a kid has to be one of the hardest things for a cop to do. They wish a kid would just back down, but I don't know what happened in that hallway or classroom or whatever, but I just hope that the shooting stop. That this generation coming up, I'm only 30, I'm going to be 31 in a few days. I hope this generation underneath me come out and realize what happens in a video game, there is no reset. Okay? There is none. You can play a video game that's violent as hell, but you cannot take it to life. You can't. Yes, we use video games for tactical simulation. Yes. It's to learn lessons from. Yes. But the difference is you can't hit that reset. Once you hurt somebody or kill somebody, that's it. You did it. There's no changing that. But, I mean, I'll put it this way. I grew up in a family that I fired one time a shotgun from the hip, and I got smacked for doing it. So you never fire a gun unless you have it aimed. You never fire it. That's wildly. Although I did aim, I hit exactly what I was aiming at. I was smacked for it. I was spanked for it. Even recklessly firing a weapon in somebody's view is wrong. And I'm fine with that. Because although at the time, to me, I was just being a kid. I was probably 8, 9 years old when I did that. It made me realize, as life went on, damn, if you're not aiming properly, how bad a bullet can ricochet. Just go on YouTube, with the platform you're on. Look up 50 cal ricochet. Comes back, hits the guy's freaking headphones, ear protection, almost clean off his head. Or I think it did hit off his head. That's a ricochet. At over a quarter mile, he hit the target. And it came back and ricocheted, took off his... He could have killed himself. Because he didn't... There was something he didn't follow where it bounced back at him. A 50 cal round. So, take that in consideration. I don't mind gun reform, but let's be smart about this, people. Long guns should stay at 18. Something that's easily concealable, such as a pistol, I give you 21. Too easily concealable. The background check. We need to have it to where if you go to a shrink and that shrink views you're on the edge, he needs to be able to flag you. I don't think that's a bad. Instead of just saying all 18-year-olds or all 21-year-olds turn your guns because you're not smart enough, we're sending these guys out to war. Are you stupid? We're training these guys to be Navy SEALs. We are training these guys to be Green Berets, which my uncle served 2 tours in Vietnam. The only reason I'm not in the military right now, 10 lousy pounds. 10 pounds. That's it. Or would I be in the Army or Marine Corps? I shoot a dime pattern, ladies and gentlemen. I shoot a dime pattern. I'm damn good with a long gun. But the point is, like I'm making this video, you can't take these in anger. You can't take them to settle your issues. You can't take them from the people that want to have them. It's our God-given right as Americans to have firearms. Everybody says, why can't we license them like cars? Cars are a privilege. They're not constitutionally protected. Guns are. I mean, I know I'm pretty straightforward here. And a lot of people say, may say I'm ignorant, but I'm not. I just simplify everything. And if you have a problem with that, I'm sorry. But I'm not going to change who I am to please you. Not happening. And also, I mean, I know this video might get some bad ratings, might get some good ratings. But you got to take a notice that I'm not against the kids wanting gun change. There's some gun change, even though I'm an NRA member, that I agree we need done. But how the kids are going about it, I think it needs to be addressed. I'm kind of in the middle. I hear both sides. There'll be a lot of issues I'm going to talk about on this channel that you'll see. I'm kind of in the middle. But I'm logical. You may agree with me, you may not. But this is what I'm doing. Also, a lot of these videos will be going up during day hours because I work overnight. Usually I'm at work right now, but last night I got canceled due to weather. So I'm spending my night making these first few videos for my channel. Hope you guys like my challenge. This channel will be about everything from guns to video games, to everything me playing video games. I'm very dynamic. Also, I'm not going to put up with name calling. If you want to come on my channel, just like my Facebook, I tell everybody in that video on me on Facebook, you come to my channel or Facebook, you are ready to have a conversation, and you can get the hell off. Because I want people that can have a communication, that can sit there and talk the issue out. And not call me a bigot, not call somebody, oh, you're a Nazi or something because you stand by your gun or your religion or something. No. Have a real conversation with me. Or leave me the heck alone. Because people that just do name calling and stuff like that are the true ignorance. They are people that are the true idiots. And that's my view. Well, like I said, within a week I hope to have the second video up about firearms. And just for the record, it's unloaded. So, it's safe. And just to show that I won't keep it unloaded. No clip pop, no shell popped out, right? So it's unloaded. Anyways, have a good night. Hope you all sleeping well. And let's see what this video does. Bye bye.